And your podcast is so stupid. I hate it.
At night,
I hate it.
Sunil Patel,
I hate you.
Huge Davies.
And I hate you.
You are now entering Slime Country.
Shall I move that in, or you can?
That's alright. That's alright. Fucking what's up, everybody? Welcome to Slime Country
Hello,
podcast.
how we doing?
Our first one since we've become famous from Off Menu.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's an episode out.
There was an episode out today, obviously, but this is the first one we're recording where we've got our newfound fame fully embedded in our minds.
I think the best thing to do after is always reference it. That's what famous people do, right? They
Yeah.
always reference how famous
Yeah,
they are. I think it's
absolutely.
very good.
We should just end it.
Stop it?
Yeah.
We should
the
stop it
podcast.
here. Stop while we're ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, quit while we're ahead.
I just want to say I've listened to the episode now. Ed's commented on the thing, so his phone's going crazy. My phone is going man.
I've
mad as
deleted
well.
Instagram, so
Yes.
I'm just checking. I'm just quickly checking to see if
we're crawling, up
we're
the
in the charts. Yeah. After the off menu, let me just
Imagine
have a look.
going immediately to Slime Country. It's not-
Wait, hang on. Let me just check. The rest is entertainment. That's not us, is it?
That's not us.
Comedy Bang Bang. Is that us?
Yes.
All right. My brother, and me. Is that us?
There's too
all right.
much fucking
Where
stuff,
are we?
isn't there?
Mark Steele's in town. That's not us, is it? Hang on. One of these has got to
Are
be
you
us.
saying
Um,
that we're not?
I mean, that's Club Random with Bill Maher. Is that us? The Ali Woods broadcast. Is that us?
Fuck it.
That's
Can we
not
stop?
us, man.
You can't read out every single podcast.
I'm just checking. One of these
That's
has
not
to
he's
be
not.
us.
He's-
That
he's
cannot be
randomly
the
One
case,
of these.
regardless.
One of these has
He's
to be
randomly
us.
picking the thousands ahead of us.
Influx of people coming
The-
to see that, and they're just reading out other people's podcasts that are doing better than us.
the-
It's
my
fucking
other
kidding me.
podcast
Are we?
on there.
Are we the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia podcast? Is that us?
Stop this.
Is Rural Concerns on there?
These
My
rural
other
concerns
podcast?
is not on there. Are we
that?
the Jason Manford show? Is that us?
Stop it. Stop reading out other podcasts.
Fucking hell, there's loads.
Do you know what's brilliant? Do you know what's actually brilliant? Off Menu was number 2 yesterday, and since your episode came out, it's actually gone down the charts.
This is. I don't find this funny because this has happened.
This list.
Yeah,
All right.
long old
As
list.
you, but every television show I've ever been on,
Yeah,
I've been in the last series of that. I'm the thing that's the constant in it.
Yeah.
I shut down Hypothetical with James, right? I shut down
Roast Battle. We
Roast
shut that
Battle,
down. We
we
shut
shut
Roast
that
Battle
down.
down. Yeah, we shut that down together. That was
a,
great fun.
That was a team up. That
Yeah.
was a team.
They were like they only got us in because because they were like, fuck it, we'll just go out guns blazing
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
last
yeah,
series.
for sure. Why not?
You shut down your own series?
I shut down my own series,
Oh, you shut down
my
your
own
own
TV
series.
show.
Yeah, don't forget about that.
Yeah, remember that? Yeah, and luckily I was in a lot of that.
Ed, what is the number one podcast?
The number one podcast at the
Let me
moment
know. Let me
is,
guess. It's. I reckon it's the Chris Ramsey with the one.
No, it's not. That's a good shout though. I think Chris Ramsey is
Wait.
number 11.
Have a word.
Have a Word is not in the top 10.
Number one is it an American one?
No,
Fuck. Is it,
it's gonna piss you off.
would it?
It's gonna piss you off. That's a clue.
Is it just like some YouTubers or something?
Is it Trusty Hogs?
Nope. Trusty Hogs is in the charts, but not in the top 10. So we have number 2 is Rob Beckett and Josh.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Off Menu with Ed Gamble.
Nice one,
Oh,
you.
no.
Nice one,
James
you.
Acaster. Number 4 is Harry Hill's podcast. Number 1 is a podcast I've never heard of before called FFS, which stands for fuck's sake.
Yes.
FFS, My Dad is Martin Kemp, by Roman Kemp
Oh
and Martin Kemp.
God!
This is the top podcast in the comedy charts.
My
Wow.
dad is
Game's
Martin
gone.
Kemp.
Game's gone. This is like
Oh my
this is
God.
how it felt to be a fucking mid-table Premier League team when
Yeah.
when oil states started buying Man City and stuff like that. Game's gone. Well, there's no point. We can't even compete. How can we compete? How can we compete when these fucking industry plants are in there? Fuck me. That pisses
I
me
saw
off.
Put his dad's name in the podcast.
FFS, my dad is Martin Kemp. How about my gun is in your mouth? I'll kill you and then myself.
Welcome to Slime Country.
Welcome to Slime Country podcast.
I saw a clip of that lad, the little Kemp.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
basically watching The Masked Singer, and I think he doesn't. That he doesn't know his dad and his mum are on The Masked Singer, so they're filming him, right? What sort of stupid fucking cunt watches The Masked Singer and then has your fucking family filming it? And then when it comes up, he's like, oh my God. You're like, I'm thick as pig shit, but at least, can you imagine if we were watching Masked Singer and then me and Sunil watching it and Ed, and then someone that's filming us, and then suddenly the character is very, very still, and they go, what's happened? What's happened? And then we take the mask off. And Ed's drooling goes, yeah, that was me. I was having.
That's actually what my new bit of material. That's what my new material is how I held my die on The Masked Singer.
We've discussed this before. Discussed this before. I was referencing.
So that would be a brilliant way to die. Joel Dommett rips the head off, and I'm just there, fucking completely still.
What character would you inhibit? So, do they get to pick?
What character would I be?
Could you tell me what The Masked Singer is?
So The Masked Singer is sort of famous, sort of mid-level to high. I don't know how famous. Who's the most famous person that's been on there, Ed? I don't really know.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
There's sort of daytime celebrities on there. They're in big suits. You don't know who the suits are. They all sing.
Yeah.
And then there's like Ken Jeong, and then Mo. I think
Gilligan.
Yeah. Jonathan Ross, I think.
Oh, so they come out and sing in front of some judges.
Yeah, they
have to guess who it is.
Who it is. Yeah,
and it's a different celebrity every episode.
I think it's like a vote. You vote off the one you don't want
without seeing who's underneath it,
and then they reveal who it is
once they get voted off.
Yeah, but often they are professional singers.
Oh right, so it can be random.
Sometimes it's Roy Hodgson or whatever.
Who?
Roy Hodgson.
Roy Hodgson.
They should have known when it was an owl.
But surely
it's Neil Warnock.
they must
get. Neil Warnock is hiding from the police in the Masked Singer outfit.
Sean Dyche just doing Snoop Dogg.
He's dressed as a seagull eating worms. Who is it? Our next singer likes to eat worms.
Surely you can tell that they're bad singers, though, right?
I think they get a glob. I don't think they're actually singing from them. I've seen a clip. I've seen about 3 clips of it.
They're miming.
I don't assume they're singing live because they're wearing.
Because there's a mask on.
They're wearing about 40 kilograms of costume.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
What is this program?
It's huge, and they go, "Take it off, take it," and they take the head off. Yeah.
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 I hope you die on that as well.
That'd be brilliant.
That's the closest in this country will I get to executions.
Same vibe.
Too hot. Heat wave on The Masked Singer.
Yeah. Oh, it's come up to July.
That'd be a great way to do public executions, where you do the singing and you're like dancing about, and then they put you in a guillotine. Joel Dommett, you know the end of Wolf Hall where they cut off Anne Boleyn's head. Joel Dommett comes out with his sword and he cuts the head off, and then he pulls the head out of the costume head and goes, "It was Raoul Moat, everybody," and now he's dead. You're
Celebrity
welcome.
Raoul Moat.
It was Tom Binns, and now another paedophile is off our streets.
I can see the
thanks to Joel Dommett and his righteous sword.
I can see the thumbnails. Joel Dommett slays Raoul Moat. Destroys Raoul Moat.
Joel Dommett chops off serial killer's head. Ken Jeong speechless. That would be brilliant. That'd be amazing. I'd love that. There's the clip. There's the clip for the fucking. That'd be amazing.
Just focus on these guys. If possible.
That'd be amazing. I'd love to be summarily executed by Joel Dommett, by comedian and presenter Joel Dommett.
He's very strong.
Chop my head off.
I once arm wrestled him once, and it took 2 people to get that fucking arm down.
I'd love that.
Boy, yeah.
I'd love him to be my second while I was committing seppuku. Yeah. So you like gut yourself, and then he comes up with a big samurai sword, cuts my head off.
Yeah, maybe that's the person. That's the costume. But we've already you be in a samurai costume. And then they start playing the track, and it's like Toxic by Britney Spears. You very slowly get your sword out. Very slowly get your sword out. Kneel on the floor. Get your picture out of your family. Kneel on the ground, and they go away.
Solemnly bow to a picture of my family, and it's like. As I sort of slowly draw the tanto across my stomach, and Joel Dommett's there solemnly in like a full samurai outfit, like a ceremonial samurai outfit. It's like as I slowly draw the knife across, disembowel myself, and a picture of my girlfriend on the floor. A picture of me and my girlfriend on the miniature railway in North Wales on the floor. I can't, my bowels open in front of Ken Jeong and Joel Dommett. That would be brilliant.
Well,
that would be an amazing way to go out.
It's 9 minutes into the first episode for a lot of people. That.
Oh my goodness! What have you been up to this week?
What's been happening then, guys? What's been going on this week?
I went to MacFest. It was nice.
Yeah, was it? Yeah,
it was
comedy
good
festival.
fun.
In Wales.
It was nice. It was nice. It was a good time. I had quite a weird run-in with. So basically, like I booked this hotel on hotelbooking.com. They won't sponsor us. They won't do it.
They're too scared.
They're scared that we'll go in to one of the rooms and record a podcast. Anyway, I booked it on a hotel. I assumed it was a hotel. Crazy to assume that.
Yeah, on hotel booking.
Yeah, so I paid for it and everything. The day of their message, they say we can't. We're at a funeral. I say what?
Sorry, what booking.com
the
said
booking
that?
they from the people.
Oh, the hotel.
We're at a funeral. So I've got a lot to think about. I'm doing my new show, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I finish. I've sort of forgotten the fact that I don't really have a hotel, and I had to stay over. And I booked it late because I didn't know I was staying there extra day because I got asked to do this this radio thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sort of messaging them, emailing them, trying to text them and stuff. I'll get the message out because this is very specific. So I'm messaging them, going, "Hello, is it still what's happening here?" Right. I get a message. And it just says, this is from a hotel, by the way. Hi, lol. So you see it there?
What? What? Oh.
Hi, lol.
Right.
So I just say, I'm up the road, I'm at Mac. It's late, Can I get there? Potentially have to walk. It's like 40 minutes out, so I have to walk there. It could be 40 minutes. I did.
Sorry, they've already told you not to come.
So they've already said it's going to be tricky. We're going to a funeral that day. So I said, okay.
Is this a hotel?
Yeah, this is what I thought was a hotel.
Yeah.
Right, it's on booking hotel. It's hotelbooking.com. So I'm like, why wouldn't it be? And there's no pictures of the thing on the site.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
there's no pictures.
You thought it was like a...
Well, it was literally the only room left because I booked it maybe 2 days before because I didn't know I was doing.
Oh yeah, always. It's impossible to get accommodation for Mac. But did you think that John's house was just like a kooky name for a hotel?
What was the rating?
I didn't. It was the only place left. It was £80.
Okay,
I'm like, and also like, I know I'm getting there late.
Yeah,
Mac is fun. You sleep and you leave. I had a radio thing in the morning, so as long as it was like not a 10, I was kind of happy. I sort of said it's going to take me 40 minutes to walk there.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can walk there. Marcel Lucon, shout out Marcel Lucon, shout out Alex. He was going to give me a lift at 12:30. Anyway, I say, it's going to take me 4 minutes to walk there. Let me know because it's a long fucking walk back.
Yeah.
So they reply back. I'm on the pop.
What?
I'm on the pop.
I'm out on the pop.
In
that's
Mac,
the hotel.
Probably. That's the only place you can drink.
Yeah, right. And then
Try calling if you are lost. You are. That's amazing.
And then I said, "Can we call?" We called. Cool. First thing they say, pick up. She goes, "I'm wearing flip flops." Okay. What? She goes, "I'm wearing flip flops. I've broken my toes." I go, "Okay, cool. I said, "Can I get into the hotel if I leave here at 12:30?"
You got to stop calling it a hotel, Hugh.
Yeah. Why don't I? And then she goes, "We're shit-faced. We're all completely shit-faced. We're in a big tent." And I go, "Oh, the big MacFest?"
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, I broke my toes. I got flip-flops on." I go, "Okay." But can I get how can I get into the hotel? She says, she goes, I want a very, very specific. She goes, "Just go in." She says, "I'll say what?" And this is grumpy. Like, we've not been talking for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Just
go in. I say, what do you mean? She went, just go in.
Yeah.
I went, what do you mean? She goes, the door's open, just go in.
Yeah.
So why is the door open? She said, "We're fucked in a field. We've got flip-flops on. We're drinking. We're in a big purple tent." I was like, oh. "So it will be open then," she said. "Listen, I'll take it back to the start. So we got flip-flops on." Okay, but no, I don't need any of this. I just say, I'm like, please let me know. She's like, "Just ring if you can't get in."
And I said, "I'm on the phone to you currently."
Yeah. And I said, "I can just go meet you in the tent." I was literally maybe.
Don't go meet them.
I was recording. I was recording
the radio.
Gala, I was recording the off-menu voice note that you heard. But I had to do it in an abandoned school because everyone's so busy. So I had to jump into a school and record it like in the playground in the school.
Yeah.
So I can see the tent from like, it's like maybe like a 1 minute walk. She was like, I can just meet you in there. She's like, no, you can't do that. We've got flip-flops on. Anyway, I go and it's all fine in the house. There's a fire just in the house as well.
Going in the
You
fireplace.
go in. There's a roaring fire in.
No one in there.
No one in that. No one in that fucking house.
Yeah.
Roaring. I'm like, what? I'm quite worried. In the end, it was fine. I woke up. Right. Harriet Kemsley and Sean McLaughlin
Yeah.
and Taro were just all staying in the same place. We had no idea. Taro even offered to give me a lift, and I was like, "Well, it can't be. We're in rural
They were staying
Wales."
in a caravan, though.
Yeah, but
weren't
the caravan's outside the. Yeah. And then and then what was really bad is I was like feeling so I got dumped on last Sunday, so I was feeling quite like I was like looking for something something to not reject me. I was sitting down with Harriet and Sean, and then this fucking cat comes, like literally comes towards me.
Oh.
I think this is a sign. I stroke the cat. Right, the cat is covered in shit. The cat is covered in shit. It's like it's incredible. That was exactly how I got dumped.
The cat,
I was like,
covered like matted into its hair and shit.
it was fresh shit on that cat.
My God.
Cat
Fresh.
shit?
Cat
I
shit.
don't, what,
No, it
on
wouldn't be
itself,
cat
it wouldn't
shit.
be, it's something
A
else.
cow or dog or something.
But it had it all on its
cow
back,
or
and I
dog or
just,
something.
I went to try and love something, and
It'll be
it
that,
fucking got
yeah.
shit all on my hands.
Oh, God.
It was incredible.
Oh, that's gross.
But MacFest was great. It's
That
good.
feels like a standard MacFest story now.
Yeah.
It's
Did
fucking
you have a good
chaos.
show?
Yeah, I think it was good. There's some, as I said before, some good bits in it, some bad bits, but I think it's going to be a good show. Make sure you buy. I'm on sale. Buy tickets.
Oh yeah, same. We should do. Let's organise a double preview for the end of May or the start of June or something.
Yeah.
Because I need loads. I just need loads of previews.
Yeah, and
Let's do
also,
start of June. I'll write that in my diary now.
and also,
Let's do
I
start of
couldn't
June.
make the Joy multiplication that evening because I had to do the radio show in the morning. How was
Sadly.
that?
It was great. I had a fun
Yeah.
time hosting. The lineup was fantastic.
Yeah, I
It
got
was
a text from Hugh at 1:30 a.m. asking if I wanted to do Joy multiplication.
well.
Yeah.
It was me. In the end, it was me hosting, Sam Lake, and then Mickey and Evelyn.
Shout out.
So
I've
it's a
got
great lineup.
Evelyn staying with me for this month, so I sent her up there. She said she had a nice time. She said you were very good, Ed.
Oh, that's very nice of her.
Yeah.
She was great as well. I liked her stuff. And
Joy multiplication night, but only one of them turned up.
And he had to leave straight away because he was
Yeah.
doubling.
Well, the problem is that like when we first started it, we were so
Yeah.
available,
Yeah.
and now even if we book it, 2 months in advance, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Something always
Then
happens.
something
yeah.
always happens. Chloe's on Haven't Got
Yeah,
News
yeah.
for You. Olga's in Australia.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm at Mac. Sam just luckily was gigging in London, so he could do
But
it.
you
I mean,
guys
Sam
were-
lives in Scotland, so it's
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
that he makes it.
And you guys were like, who do we know that's definitely not working? Ed Knight.
Yeah.
He can do it.
Yeah.
And then me at the last minute.
And then
Yeah.
you at the last minute.
Oh, sorry, can I interrupt you? Looking
I was
into a
busy.
well to see any loose raw metal in there.
I had a good time. It's nice to chat to other people.
Oh my god, are you
What's
okay?
happened now?
I don't know.
You lost energy?
I feel like there's a presence in here with us.
Oh my goodness.
You
know what I mean?
Identify
I've
it quickly.
started-
What is
Identify
it?
it.
I just feel
What is
like,
it?
I've gone like cold. And
Is it animal or man?
I think it'll be this building.
I think it's because I'm sleepy and I haven't had any breakfast.
Oh, I thought
Okay.
this was going somewhere.
You've had
I thought you were going to come on.
I
You've
some
had peach
vape.
ice?
I had some peach ice vape, obviously.
Do you eat breakfast?
I tried to where possible, but like we had. This is a really you don't know this because time is different because it comes out in a different week. But this is quite an early record for us, so I had to wake
Yeah,
up
it's
at like, I
fucking
woke up
early,
like
this.
8 to get here.
Yeah, that's crazy that we woke up at 8 o'clock.
I can't believe
my
we did
God.
it. And we were only 4 minutes late, maximum.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I said that ironically, by the way. I think it's pretty normal to wake up at 8. I mean,
yeah,
I don't,
I
I
wake
don't-
up
I
at
don't-
8, but I mean it's not for a podcast.
I mean, I don't wake up at all.
The whole USP of doing stand up is that you get to not wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I wake
Yeah.
up
We
at
made ourselves do it
yeah.
anyway.
I mean, I don't really need sleep, so it's kind of for me. It's just a normal time. I'm
Normal
just sort
time.
of, I'd love to do the podcast when I wasn't exhausted. Can you imagine how much I'm firing I'd be? Imagine me getting through a sentence without stumbling over my fucking words because
I
I'm
think
so
you're
tired.
fine. You're just excited. That's why you're stumbling over words.
Well, I'm excited.
to be here. To be here with the boys.
I was
to be
hoping
here.
for you said there was a presence in the room. I was hoping
I was
there'd
thought
be
it'd
a
be a
ghost.
ghost or something.
Yeah, maybe should we have a think and see if there's a ghost?
Should
in
we
here?
just, if there's a ghost in the room right now, make yourself known. I can hear someone shitting in the distance.
Yeah, but he's not shitting in the room, is it?
Well, Ghost, what doesn't? Yeah.
Ghost, pick up the Summer Laugh mug from the Summer Laugh podcast and throw it at one of our heads.
No, pick up the Diana mug and throw it at Hugh.
No, pick up the Summer Laugh one and throw it at Sunil.
No, pick me up and throw me into a into a frame. Pick me up and throw me into one of those things that chops up wood, a wood chipper.
It's your first day as a ghost. What are you doing?
So for one thing, I'm not scaring anyone.
Right.
But I'm seeking to repair some of the things that I've done in my real life.
Right.
Like what?
Probably. Actually, I'm trying to think of something that I've really wronged someone.
I don't think you're a wronger.
No, I think I've probably wronged people.
If you're a ghost, it's probably because you've wronged someone. I hate
Well, people,
to say it.
isn't it ghosts? They want to linger, right? Ghosts aren't ready to die yet. Isn't that the thing?
You can't leave your house.
Let's say you can leave your house. You can just go for a walk.
Is it?
Go for a stroll.
I think I'd make friends with a kid that was being bullied. And I think I'd
that would make it worse. That kid's going to be telling its mates whatever mates.
Well, no, that's the
that
start of
knows
the
a
story,
ghost.
isn't it? It's like the kid. You can imagine the kid's getting bullied. He sees a ghost. Oh no! But actually, that ghost is super chill and is great stand-up advice.
Yeah,
it's actually more of a curse to that child. Be like, who thought about going to Norwich on a Saturday?
Sorry,
for no money?
I've got a presence in my ear giving me a tag for my giving me a tag for my new material bit. That I've
Can you
just
imagine them
tried.
tracing down Slime Country? Just being like, oh my god, the old episodes. What will become of podcasts in about 100 years? Will this be in an archive?
I'd like to think not.
Yeah. What would you do as a ghost, Eddie? I'm interested.
I don't know. I think day one I'd try not to scare people as well, but I think it's kind of hard to your very being is an affront to nature.
Yeah.
People are going to be scared by you by dint of the fact that you just are there, even if you're trying not to scare them. I think I'd try and let my loved ones know that I'm okay.
Yeah.
I'd probably try and connect with some of my haters and let them know that it's their fault that I'm dead.
Yeah, Joel Dommett.
Yeah, I don't hate Joel. I don't hate Joel.
Sorry you had to cut my head off.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgive you for cutting my head off in front of Ken Jeong. I don't know, but it's
as a
hard
ghost,
to say.
is it like a Bruce Willis ghost, or is it like a classic see-through lad?
I think that the most fun way to be a ghost would be to be one of those ghosts that, like, in Skyrim, where they've got the Draugr, that are like a ghost that's in like a dungeon that haunts a dungeon with adventurers.
So
That'd
you'd be
brilliant.
haunting the London dungeon.
Yeah, I'd be in anyone that goes into the London dungeon for a quest. I'd be in there I'd have a day-night cycle. I'd wander around the corridors, and that'd be like the toughest enemy.
That would be quite scary. The London dungeon seeing
that's nearby.
Someone in his mid-20s vape in the corner. Can you even vape in the ghost world? You are vape.
You can take your vape with you because it's become part of you.
Yeah, no, like Bob Marley's chains.
Yeah.
Not Bob Marley, Jacob Marley.
Oh, it's your turn this week, Ed. It was my turn last week. I cannot believe that last week I went on off. That was the first thing that people off menu will listen to, and I just.
What did we do last week?
I just had a breakdown. Remember, I couldn't stop saying yeah. Like everyone was asking me questions.
You can't be remembering stuff that happened in the past, lad. It's a fool's errand.
Oh, Hakuna Matata.
You can't fucking try and remember old episodes of the podcast. If we made an effort to remember everything we've said and not talk about it, we wouldn't have any more content. All we do is repeat stuff.
Is Hakuna Matata good advice or bad advice? Because in The Lion King, Hakuna Matata is kind of, they get that in the middle of the film, they're loving that, and then Mufasa's like, you can't forget about your past. Which is what's the best one?
No worries. When I remember being 3 years old watching that, completely affronted, going, Hakuna Matata, it might be all right for a warthog, but I'll have to file a tax return one day.
You thought, are you 3 years old? You thought, I'm going to have to file a tax return at 3 years old.
I'm going to have to get a mortgage, No worries. All very well and good for a warthog and a fucking...
Yeah, Sunil
done either of those.
And what are they called, a meerkat.
You don't file any tax return, do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't do. I know. I've got an accountant, but I have to tot up all the money I haven't earned this year.
Yeah, fair enough.
When Ed was 3 years old, Sunil was giving Ed his tax return.
I'd be all very well and good if you're a warthog and you just you're having a good life, then that's fine. But not for me. I'm built different. I'm built worse.
You're
and I
not
have
built that different
problems.
from Timon. I'd say your life is quite similar to Timon's life.
Which one's Timon? Which one's Pumbaa?
Timon is the meerkat. Pumbaa is the warthog.
Yeah, I'd like to live like a warthog.
Are they mates?
They are friends. They are friends. I think in real life, enemies.
They're
warthogs and
meerkats.
And meerkats don't get on.
No.
They have like are they meant to be Rosencrantz and Guildenstern?
Are they?
I think so.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got their own
Watching
spin-off
on.
series too.
Have they?
Timon and Pumbaa are dead.
Timon and Pumbaa are dead. That'd be great. That'd be great to do a play called Timon and Pumbaa are dead.
See, I do have a master's in literature.
You
I
do,
do.
yeah,
I
it's
do.
crazy.
I know.
I
I've read all
read
these. I've read all these.
Yeah.
I've read all these plays. I have.
I went to see Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead a few years ago. The old Vic.
Oh, with who? Say it.
Danny Radcliffe.
No.
What?
No, I saw Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart. It was.
No, are you sure that you won't watch them do Waiting for Godot? Because they did that. They did Waiting for Godot.
They did maybe they did that, or maybe I was reading a fan fiction about Magneto sucking off Professor X. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's difficult for me to. I don't. Once I'm in the play, I go. Well, I'm here now. I've done it. Let's
I'm willing to
Instagram
bet-
it. Let's put it on the stories. Let's go to sleep. Let's watch Dune 2.
I'm willing to bet that you saw They're Waiting for Godot because you
Yeah, I
did
did
Theatre
actually
of
see
the
that.
Absurd,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah.
But Daniel
Wait,
Radcliffe
no,
did Rosencrantz and Guildenstern in the old Vic. It was
I've
pretty
seen
good.
I've seen Gary Oldman do Rosencrantz and Guildenstern.
That's cool.
Yeah.
No, that's very cool.
I think there's a movie of that, and it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's a cool little play.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite playwright?
I don't know. I don't really know. I think I hate all plays now.
Yeah.
Right.
I think I read too many and saw too many.
Yeah.
I don't even like reading books anymore. I read like two a week. I listen to books on Audible now, but it's
Shout out Audible.
Shout out Audible. I don't think I have a favourite playwright. I actually don't think I have one.
Okay.
I would say it would maybe have used to have been Tom Stoppard because I was like, I liked enough of it to write a whole dissertation about like a 30,000 essay on 30,000 word essay on it. But even if you write a 30,000 word essay, which is graded, you're just going to end up disliking
Yeah,
it.
no
absolutely.
one I know that studied English literature even reads books anymore.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have time. They've got so many coffees to make. Come on.
Bloody hell.
No, I'm only messing.
Yeah, there we go.
It's a classic. Come on, is this thing on? I had the great. This is a bit of a brag, but I'm going to do it anyway. I had the great pleasure of working with Dame Sheila Hancock recently.
Bloody hell.
Shout out Dame Sheila Hancock.
Shout
From
out
the
Dame
film
Sheila.
Hancock.
Yeah.
What an honour.
Yeah, me and Dame Sheila got on like a house on fire, and she was telling me all about because when I was younger I used to love Joe Orton. It was one of my favourite.
Yeah.
Because I was sort of friends with a lot of theatre kids, and when you're young, when you're a teenager in London, they used to have things like National Theatre Live. You could get a free pass if you're like under 18, which lets you get into any show for £5.
Yeah.
Which is an unreal thing to have access to, and I wish I'd used it more. I only saw like a couple of things when I was a kid, but like now I'm like, God, I'd kill to have something like that, And I really like Joe Orton. And she was telling me about, like she knew Joe Orton and all this stuff. She knew Joan Littlewood. I thought that was amazing. Joan Littlewood's one of my icons, one of my heroes. And she was telling me all this stuff about Joe Orton and Joan Littlewood, and I thought that was really, really cool.
Yeah.
That she was around when all that stuff was going on in the 50s and 60s. I'd have to say Joe Orton's up there for me. I also like Beckett,
Yeah.
It's a bit obvious, but
I like a bit. I used to
everyone
like a lot
likes
of Tom
Beckett.
Stoppard. Bit of that.
What's he done then?
Who's that cunt?
He's on Homecoming. I watched.
Who's that cunt?
I watched Homecoming, and
Yeah.
Danny Dyer was in the cast, and I met Danny Dyer outside. He was getting into the taxi. I said he did a good job.
Yeah.
He almost didn't look at me. It's fair enough. I was probably about 17.
All
or
right,
so.
Guildenstern, you fucking cunt.
Yeah, for sure.
We might be fucking dead, you can.
Yeah.
I think I've only seen serious play-wise, probably only an Ibsen. And that was good.
You like it?
Yeah, I really liked it actually. Yeah, I saw that when I was 18.
Yeah.
Oh, Chekhov, obviously, as well.
Chekhov's
another
from
obvious
Star
one.
Trek. Yeah.
I see none of you have mentioned William Shakespeare.
He was pretty good at it.
He was pretty good.
He
What are we
was pretty
saying?
good at it, that guy.
I have a lifetime ban from the Globe Theatre.
Why?
You shit yourself.
My best friend is outside of this podcast, works for the.
Thanks for clarifying, because I was getting worried there.
is an actor for the Royal Shakespeare Company, and
really?
She was
one of my dear friends was in the Royal Shakespeare Company.
Oh yeah, and she was in, I think it was King Lear, and I remember Jeffrey was the butler from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was also in the play, so I was very excited to see that play.
He's a big stage actor.
Yeah,
he was King Lear, presumably.
No, he's playing Jeffrey from.
Every time King Lear is going mad, and he asks for something from the butler, and he like rolls his eyes and goes, "Of course, my lord." And walks off and gets a big laugh. That'd be brilliant.
Will Smith's in it too as well.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I was watching this.
Will Smith's
I think I was watching TV at 6 o'clock when I was 7.
Will Smith is playing Hamlet, and he goes to Ophelia. He goes, "Why doesn't he want me, man?" About his dad.
Yeah. And I was, it was the last night, and there was a rap party, and my friend was like, "You come to the rap party."
Will Smith doing that as well. Well, he doesn't swear. It's good for the kids.
Yeah. I was doing the rap party, and there was an outrageous amount of free booze.
Yeah.
So it was coming. I was there for the whole thing. I wasn't really. I was trying to talk to as many people as possible, but I was getting quite drunk. At the end of the party, it was like winding down. There was at least like 22 bottles of wine left, and this like red wine. At this point, I was at the point in my life in which I was like, I think I'm stealing a lot of stuff. Anyway, I was like, well, I'm not going to use that wine. So I got the 2 bottles and I put them in 2 of my, if you can imagine, my back pockets, and I put my coat over it.
Yeah.
I looked insane. I mean, that's not a body shape anyone can have.
Yeah.
So as I was leaving, the bouncer was like, "What's in your back pockets?" I said, I think my mistake was I said nothing. I said, "There's nothing there." And he said, "No, there is something there." I said, I insisted, "There's nothing in those back pockets."
That's just the shape of my back.
Yeah, I'm just sort of Quasimodo body type. And he made me get her out, and then he was like, he took the bottles out and he said, "You're banned for life."
Yeah, he's not going to remember. He's not going to be there.
Yeah, but it's the most important thing that when someone says you got banned for life.
Yeah, you take
That's
bad.
I've been banned from Canterbury Cathedral for life.
Same thing.
Yeah, same
Trying to
sort
sneak
of
the
thing.
Eucharist out in the back pockets, is it?
Back when I was an organist, I played a bit of jazz on the.
You got banned for that?
Yeah, you're not allowed. So during the day, tourists walk around the cathedral, and for them to keep the aesthetic of like this is the head of the Anglican Church or whatever. You can't be playing a bit of Lullaby of Birdland on the thing. So I did that, and they were like, "Did you do that?" And I said, "No." Initially, no. They said no. They said, "Well, you're the only cunt in there."
There's a
That's what the Archbishop said to me. He said, "You're the only fucking cunt in there."
You're the only cunt in here. It's Danny Dyer as well as the Archbishop of Canterbury.
And I said, "Yeah, okay, it was me." And they said, "Well, you can't come back here and never play again. You're banned." I said, "Very well. I'll take the ban on the chin." That's what Jesus would do. I said,
absolutely. Most sort of, possibly the most fucked up I've ever been was at Red's wedding.
Shout out
Red Richardson, 2 or 3 years ago. A big tent in the middle of a field in the middle of Devon. And they had it was catered and stuff, obviously.
Yeah, it's a wedding.
Yeah.
I love it for comedians. For a comedian's wedding, it's like it was catered. It wasn't Rustler's Burgers.
I was fucking isolating.
I remember. Yeah, we were meant to be living with you, and you were isolating. What happened was, well, actually, this is actually part of it that was so fucked up. So you had a place in this big accommodation.
Yeah.
You had a room, and then you got COVID, and you couldn't come. And I got so fucked up, and there was so much drink going around. I also smoked weed for the first time in 5 years, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. And I got I pranged out so hard, I had a massive freak out. And I walked into the silver service tent at 3 o'clock in the morning and was eating cold pulled pork out of the tray on my own with a fork. And, and I was and they gave us when the bar packed down, they were there's booze left. So first come, first serve, you just have it. So I took a bottle of wine and a bottle of tequila. I was banging out of those, and I put them in my backpack.
Combo I can think of that.
And I was sat on the stairs of Red's parents' house outside, the little steps up. like with my head like in my hands between my knees. I can't remember anything.
Like
and
in the brace position.
I was just there for like 2 hours. Can't remember anything. Everyone else was off like swimming and having
about to get
fun.
to the Pentagon,
and I was just on my own in the middle of the countryside like that. And it was so bad. Like there was a massive queue for cabs because it's like one cab company in the town, and everyone's trying to get back to their accommodation at 4 o'clock in the morning. And everyone's been waiting like an hour and a half. But everyone, I've got a shout out to Helen and Ishan for looking after me. Everyone was like, this cunt has to jump the queue. It's bedtime for this guy. Helen was like, pack this guy in the first cab. So we all gone. I got into a cab with Helen and Ishan, and I was just like, this is the most fucked up I've ever been in my life. Can't remember anything apart from eating cold pulled pork in the tent and sitting on my own. And Ishan let me sleep on his floor.
Oh, nice.
Of his accommodation because I didn't have shower. And I used my backpack, which all it had in it was a rock hard bottle of tequila and bottle of wine as a pillow. Woke up with a horrible neck, and then everyone in the morning was like, "Oh, Sunil's bedroom was free. You could have just had that."
It wasn't. But
that was not.
No, it actually wasn't in the end. I think Jade took it.
Okay, great.
But like, did you not book accommodation?
No, I was because I was like,
come home.
I was like, I can just go through the night and get the first train.
What the fuck?
Get the first train.
Or something
crazy.
like that. Or I was like, there'll be a late train. There'll be a sleeper. Or I was like, there'll be a sleeper.
There'll be a sleeper train in this country.
And then Ishan was like, you can fucking kip on my floor, which was good.
Yeah, okay.
Most fucked I've ever been in my life. I actually got away with the free tequila and the free wine, but to the detriment of my neck and gut health.
Yeah. I also just want to quickly thank everyone for coming to my MacFest show. They said the room is so packed out they had to like open it up into the next room.
Brilliant.
They said not even Ellis James had that many people at their show.
That's brilliant.
So I was absolutely over the moon. So thanks for
well
that.
done, man.
And there was a moment in the show in which my keyboard stopped working, and then I had to get it to work. There was about 5 minutes of dead air. In which I said, everyone talk amongst yourselves. No one wanted to. Then I had to do the talking, typically, because they fucking paid tickets for me to fucking have a chat. So it was funny, but obviously can't make it ever in again.
Any Slime Country fans in?
Did you ask? I didn't ask.
No.
But I assumed there'd be some Slime Country. Yeah, there were a few people. That was as Mac is. So if you've not been to Mac before, it's like this nice comedy festival. It's quite like intimate. There's only like really two places to really hang out. When you're in there, you have to be in like one of the two places, and then everyone there is obviously like big comedy fans.
Yeah.
So a lot of people sort of coming up for pictures and that kind of thing. But some of the more kind of quiet ones, you can tell.
You can tell.
I know you.
They're all Slime Country fans.
Yeah,
they're all on the Cooked and Bombed forum.
Yeah. If the hands are in their pockets.
Yeah,
I know, they've always got a knife on hand.
Yeah, you can smell them.
You can tell. Oh, what comedy? But you have to sleep in a field. The people unprotected. Bloody hell! Absolutely.
While you were enjoying yourself in Mac, I did 3 gigs at a comedy cab in Hoxton.
Bloody hell!
Shout out!
You're never escaping
Hoxton.
that place.
I love it. I love it so much.
Shout out Hoxton.
Nothing of note happened.
Okay.
Took Evelyn there. She was appalled.
Yeah.
In fact, she said, "Why do you come here?" And then she's never going to come back.
But I'd like to say thank you while you were at Mac. I hosted the Joy Multiplication gig, and the crowd were really fun. And thank you to everybody that came to my work in progress as well.
Yeah, if you'd like.
Bill Murray said there's never been that few people in there. I'm only messing. It was good turnout, especially for a train strike day. I'm really happy. Thank you.
It was. If you want to go see more Joy Multiplication gigs, it's me, myself, Olga Koch, and Sam Lake Clopets. We do gigs like once every month. It's a new material night. We have a guest on. There's
Ed night sometimes.
Ed night sometimes. So if you want to do that, you can find the gigs online.
Thank you.
Aziz Ansari's doing it.
Aziz Ansari is doing.
He did it. He did it.
He did it.
60 quid.
60 quid.
Yeah.
Someone yesterday was telling me that gig, they did. He had openers.
Oh, really?
He had a couple of openers, and then he did an hour and 20, no break for the whole
I heard
show.
it was amazing, yeah.
Wow.
No break for the show.
I heard
and that's what
right.
that's crazy for American comics. Just don't have breaks on their shows.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
because they're used to people just wandering in and out.
Yeah, or they get served at the table and stuff like that.
That's because
right?
they just point. They go, get him a drink.
Yeah.
But that's not how it works. You don't just point at someone and go, get them a drink.
No, but my friend
Because there's
was
no one in the
telling me-
room that can serve drinks. It's just someone on tech just being like, I don't have them.
Yeah, my friend was telling me they did a gig run by an American comic who came in for the first time, and it was like 3 hours, no break. And they're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's just not a thing over there, apparently.
Yeah. Well, it's too long, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know what was on his rider. I heard on the rider.
You know what's on his rider?
This is on his rider.
This is a scoop for the Slam Country podcast.
This is a scoop. It's official. All of the ingredients to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
But not pre-made.
Fresh fruit. No, he likes to make it himself, I think. He likes fresh fruit. He likes apples and bananas. So yeah, pretty dull man.
Imagine getting,
Imagine
getting a rider, man.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. What would be on your rider?
My rider, I think, the only rider I've had. Well, I've had a few. The one when I did a podcast with Nick Ham, shout out Nick Ham. Our rider was I don't know why Nick wants. So Nick has like an obsession with Pepsi Max Cherry.
Yeah.
So there'd be Pepsi Max Cherry, and then also for some reason jerky. So it was just that's all that was in the green room. So often, the setting the podcast was like comedians coming on, they do a film quiz, and then some of them are like quite high profile. I mean, the last episode we did was like Harry Hill, Susie Dent. It was like Kiao and stuff, and it was like they're all in the green room, right? And all the options they've got is either you drink Pepsi Max Cherry, which is a flavour that's like a hard if you don't like if you like cherry flavoured cola, which is a lot of people, that's tough. And then you got to wash your mouth out with beef jerky, like sweet barbecue beef jerky.
Oh.
And it was sort of a joke that started, and then it continued on for the rest of the part.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah.
Me, chicken bacon Caesar wrap.
Obviously.
Also the chicken fajita wrap.
Yeah. From where?
The superfood nutty salads, all from M&S.
Obviously. Yeah.
And some fizzy water. Thank you.
Yeah.
Me, vape.
I'll bring my own though.
Loaded gun.
Vape, loaded gun. Maybe vape attached a loaded gun on the muzzle of the gun.
Yeah, so I could have a hit of it and shoot myself in the back like Bud Dwyer. This is me getting my vape out of the gig like Bud Dwyer.
Bud Dwyer. Every
Yeah.
time. I was merely talking about edible stuff, not guns and vapes.
Bud Dwyer ate that gun.
Yeah.
It's very edible for Bud.
Can you imagine raspberry smoke coming out of the gunshot wound?
We found the vaping gun.
Yeah. I could do a hit off the top of your head.
We all keeping up with the Kendrick and Drake beef?
I've washed myself clean. I don't know anything. Can you explain it to me? I don't know what's happening. A
lot of pedo allegations, basically.
So I knew that Drake might have been a pedo.
Everyone's known that forever.
But this is the Millie Bobby Brown. I mean, that was that was like 2 years ago, isn't it?
There's others.
There's others as well.
He's been
texting a lot of young Hollywood people, is it?
Yeah.
He's
Tell me about it, Eddie.
He so basically it all started.
Simon, tell me about it.
It all started when Kendrick Lamar did a little verse on a Future song
like that,
saying that there is no top three, it's just me or something.
There's no top three, it's just Big Me.
Yeah.
Because J. Cole was saying that the big three are like the J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick.
And Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah. J. Cole not making it to Champions League this season, and then Schoolboy Q texted J. Cole to say, "You don't want to be in this beef."
Yeah,
and he fucking ducked out.
And J. Cole did a big announcement saying, "I'm really sorry, I don't want to be in the beef." And then Drake put out a song where he used like an AI Tupac voice, and he was like, "Oh, what? Kendrick hasn't dropped a song. He's scared of the beef." And then Kendrick dropped four songs in a day. Four songs in 5 days.
Perfect.
Where he calls Drake a paedophile, sex trafficker, apologizes to Drake's apologizes to Drake's son that Drake is his dad, reveals that Drake has a second hidden child that he's estranged from, and lambasts Drake's parents for raising him.
The artwork for it was a picture of Drake's Ozempic prescription.
His secret Ozempic, like he's got a mole in the OVO camp,
and it all rhymed.
And his second album artwork was a picture of was an aerial photo of Drake's house with the Google Map marker for a child sex offender on top of it.
God.
So it's kind of a one-sided beef.
Yeah,
it was really interesting.
I don't know where this I don't know. I feel it's childish to have a beef via rap. Is that just me? It feels childish.
It's just the way it's always been, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's always been back in Nazareth. That's where it's always been. Pontius Pilate.
But beefs used to be solved with violence, actually, Hugh.
Yeah, okay.
But they're hoping it doesn't go to that with this one.
Okay.
But I don't think either of them are going to shoot at each other.
Yeah.
But it's funny, but it's also like,
so
is he actually a paedophile?
But Drake is a pedo, and
That's
I don't
what
think
everyone
it's.
says.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly, we have to say.
One of his
I think we have to
mates
say
went
that,
down
allegedly.
for sex trafficking.
Sorry?
One of his mates went down for sex trafficking.
Kendrick has
Yeah,
also
but one
called
of
him
our-
a sex trafficker.
One of
by
our
being,
mates has,
but just
actually.
by being in this industry, one of our friends has gone. We're losing one a week.
Yeah.
It's
True,
like mosquitoes in an old country house.
But we're not still employing them with our own money.
Yeah.
Oh, there's some breaking news. Drake's security guard has been shot.
Oh, fuck.
Was it by Kendrick?
I don't know, but Drake's security guard has been shot, and the police are at his house. There's a
I think
it says the
Drake's
security guard was shot in the upper body in what they think was a drive-by. Metro Boomin also released a song called a beat called BBL Drizzy and encouraged.
Yeah.
He put it up for free on SoundCloud, and he said that whoever did the best verse over it would get a free beat.
Yeah.
So he's like 10K. So he's also got tens of thousands of SoundCloud rappers dissing Drake.
You don't get this with the Maccabees and the Klaxons, do you?
Fucking
Back
Maccabees.
the Maccabees and the Klaxons having a go at each other.
You don't. Yeah, the Ting Tings and the Hives never did this.
I remember when I went to Reading Festival, I remembered it because every time I go to something like Matt, we have to camp or whatever.
Yeah.
I always get I used to go Reading Festival a lot when I was a kid. And then one time, there's if you've ever been to a festival, there's the camping area and the main area. And then we were leaving the camping area, and then we were going into the main arena. There was a girl there, and she'd be duct taped to one of those camping chairs, and she was
What?
left outside the thing. And she was having a hearty time. She was loving it. She was, everyone was
Okay.
getting photos of her and stuff and loving it. And she was in good spirits and stuff. And I was waiting for a friend, so I just sat there and kind of watched this happen. And she's going through. She was there for ages. She was there for 20 minutes, I imagine. Well, longer than I was there for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
At one point, she started to break. She was like, "Okay," and then she just burst into tears and she went, "I just want to see the Maccabees." it was good fun. It was good fun. They let her out after that, but I think it was so funny to be
Crazy story.
in the chair. You're just sitting there going when people have just gone to a festival just to see one band, and then she's it is fun being in this chair, and it's fun being this much. I've never had this much attention in my life, but at the same time, I do want to see. I want to see the song Latchmere.
The best. What were the sort of indie bands? I remember the Kaiser Chiefs and the Pigeon Detectives are the main two. I remember.
I went to
and the Fratellis.
Yeah, the Fratellis.
And
I've seen
Franz
the
Pigeon
Ferdinand.
Detectives, don't remember that.
Franz Ferdinand.
Pigeon
Well,
Detectives.
Kasabian was massive then as well.
Yeah.
Around the festivals, same acts every single time. Always Arcade Fire. Always Dizzy Rascal for some reason.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
always there.
yeah.
The Enemy, they're always there.
Yeah. I was more of a Kerrang kid than an NME kid.
Kerrang.
Yeah,
With
I was-
an exclamation mark.
Yeah, I was
That is kinda you,
I
isn't
was
it? That's your brand.
more of a Corn Limp Bizkit guy.
Were
I was,
you?
Yeah, I was
had no
big
idea.
metal and.
What's your hair looking
Yeah.
like when you're at that age?
Oh,
Eddie?
emo sweep.
Oh, yeah.
As best as my my head of hair could accommodate was the emo
Yeah.
sweep and bright red skinny jeans and
But
shit like that.
you've always looked a bit young, so I can only imagine what you would look like about.
And I was 13, 14. I was a late bloomer as well, so I was really short, voice not broken.
Me too. Do you think we'd
Sing
be
along
friends
to
at
Linkin
school?
Park? Yeah, for sure.
We
We would have been friends because we're the only two boys with no friends. It's like the last two
Yeah.
picked on the football
Yeah.
team. But we would have had to be friends with each other.
I remember I was so unpopular at school. There was a guy
Me too.
who came in. He came into sixth form quite late, and he was like, He was walking around the school. He was like, "I don't know where I am." I said, "I can help you. I know where that is." And then I said, "What's your name?" He said, "My name's Tom, but my friends call me Breeze." And I was like, "Okay, well, this is someone that you're going to be friends with because this is a loser. This person will not make any friends, introduce himself like that, right?" By about half term, we're leaving, we're all saying goodbye. He's back at home, and I say, "All right, bye, Breeze." Right, and he goes, "No, but I'm seeing you at Nicholas later, aren't I?" I go, "What?" He goes, "I'm seeing you at Nicholas." I go, "I'm not being invited to Nicholas." He goes, "Fucking Breeze, right? Fucking made it to Nicholas." I
You got stabbed in the back, you?
had fucking 3 years with Nicola. Do you know what I mean? I had
Breeze
3
needs
years
6
with
weeks.
Nicola.
Breeze has just swanned in.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy that I look back at that time and go,
What were
"Fucking
you
hell."
like? Were you just a piece of shit or something?
No, very quiet.
Oh.
Very
Yeah,
quiet.
need to-
I think people were sort of thinking that maybe if I invited, I was invited to the house party, I might bring a knife.
It-
Or, you know what I mean? Like, for revenge.
It was astounding, genuinely astounding how quickly I was unpopular in secondary school. We're talking first weeks of year 7.
Who did you have if you're unpopular?
I was identified with. I'm still close friends with a few of my friends that I made like early year 7,
Right.
solidarity friends.
Yeah.
But I remember like really early on in year 7, it's like it sort of coming in from primary school. The first couple of birthday parties, it's like you have to invite everyone in the class. As soon as it was like you get to pick who's invited, I wasn't invited to any of them.
Yeah.
Like I remember like early on in maybe like 6 weeks into year 7, I was standing by a railing eating lunch on my own. Eating my packed lunch, and a big group of like all the popular boys in the year who'd all like made friends, and they were like a big group of friends in the year, and I wasn't. And they sort of like all ran by me in a line and took turns slapping or punching me in the head while I was eating my sandwich.
God,
So as I was like there, and they ran like a line, like a train of guys, and they all like drive by, sort of slapped or punched me in the head in a row as I was eating my sandwich. So it was quite quickly and very unpopular.
Yeah.
In secondary school.
You just get a lot of time alone then, basically, don't you?
Yeah.
So when you were
Quite
at school, you
lonely
were getting
kid.
caned quite a lot, I assume.
Yeah.
It's still
Probably.
legal,
But you
yeah.
obviously probably got drafted into the First World War halfway through your education, didn't you?
No, I volunteered.
Yeah,
It wasn't
you
conscripted.
definitely would have been given a white feather.
I went straight in.
That's how
Okay.
that's how Sunil got that one sofa. It's just full of white feathers. That got shot in his
Yeah,
hand.
they got sent to me.
Oh,
the
thank
only,
you.
the,
Thanks for
the
that.
only coward in Bath. The only man left in Bath.
Sunil, what were you like? I imagine you were
I had lots of
you were
friends,
high
very
flyer.
popular.
Yeah.
Didn't really have a moment to myself with all the friends and stuff I had.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was. I don't know what it's like to be unpopular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very unpopular.
You get time to develop, I guess, on your own.
No.
That's the upside.
No.
Yeah. You
Hobbies? You got hobbies?
mentioned
Played a lot of pat ball.
pat ball.
I had
Tennis,
sort of like,
tennis ball against the wall, isn't it?
I played
guess,
that as well.
Who are my
At home.
friends? It would have been like it's me, John, Elias, Oscar, and
So you had
Adam.
friends-
Were
you had
sort of a group
friends?
of 5 friends in my class. Yeah,
Yeah, but they're like the Bass Street kids. You know, they're not
Right.
real.
we were the Bash Street kids. Yeah, yeah, we were in the
They're not
corner.
real.
You imagine these lads.
Corner sort of.
I met one of your school friends the other day.
Which one?
Oh, he came to the
Dylan.
Slimer.
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
Molly's little brother. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, right.
Yeah.
And then it's just mainly playing pat ball and.
Are you not friends with your school friends now?
I'm friends
couple
with
of them.
a few of them, yeah.
Okay.
I,
A few of them. My friend who was in the Royal Shakespeare Company, I went to school
Oh,
with her.
right.
But
So
it-
she was acting from like
it-
age of 30.
Did she invite you to parties?
Well, there's only 2 of us. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I was like, for a kid at my school, I didn't do myself any favors. I don't think.
Yeah.
Through like year 7 to year 9, it was shit like, I'd be like teaching myself to juggle in the playground and teaching myself how to do yo-yos and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean?
Teaching yourself how to juggle in the fucking play. Oh,
Yeah,
my
publicly doing that.
God.
Quite easy target.
Even I would turn my
Keep
nose
it
up at
to
you.
yourself. Keep all magic and juggling to yourself.
I had no. It really trained me to keep to myself and be secretive and not sort of open up to anyone about my interests. It would be like, I remember first induction day for year 7. I sat down, sat down next to two boys who would go on to be quite popular boys, and I was like, "Oh, do you guys like Pokemon and Digimon and wrestling?" And they looked at me like I was insane.
Jesus Christ.
And it goes, how do you feel about monks?
Because they like things like riding their bikes and stuff. And I was like, do you like...
You read this book?
I was like, I've caught...
There's a bike in Pokemon you can ride.
I've caught everyone. I was like,
You
you
can
can
get
ride
it at
this,
Goldenrod City.
yeah, you can buy either the fast bike or the jump or the agile bike. And I've caught every Pokemon in every generation.
Yeah.
And they were like, and also I'm in a boys' choir. And they
Yeah,
were
not
like,
good.
Right. They were like, I think we'll kill you at lunchtime.
Yeah,
actually.
interesting,
Yeah, I
yeah.
think we're probably going to sort of get together and kill you.
Yeah.
Is this a good point to end the podcast?
Oh yeah, we actually do have to end.
Yeah,
It's time to go.
We have to go.
We'll pick that up.
Anyone got a
So-
joke for the end?
Um,
Here's a brilliant one. Thank you for listening if you're a new listener or if you're an old listener. Don't forget to leave it a rating and a review on iTunes or Spotify. That really helps us. And follow. Click the subscribe or follow button. And if you want more, check out patreon.com
well, we've just done a Q&A.
/Slime Country. We've
And
just
we-
done a Q&A episode.
And also we do fanfics
Or
on there.
we
If
do
you're
other
coming
brilliant stuff on
from
there.
the
Off
Off
Menu,
Menu
yeah.
podcast, thanks again for
Yes,
listening.
Thanks for
etc.,
listening.
etc.,
Very good.
etc.
Very good.
Bye.
Thanks very
Patreon.com
much.
/Slime Country. Cheap, worth the money.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.